Welcome to the AYOTA warehouse. Today we have a very special announcement, an official collaboration with AYOTA and our brother Ahmed Kuta, aka Prince Kuta. 27027 is the name, and this is the main design that's going to kick it off. So I have to ask, 27027, what is the significance behind it?
So 27027 is the total area of Palestine. Now, not a lot of people know it, as there was a quick story that inspired me to do it. I was with a friend of mine, and I genuinely asked him, what's the total area of Palestine? And he didn't know. I told him, ask anybody, search, do whatever you want. And even on Google, it gave him the wrong measurements. And then I thought, you know what? Let me tell everyone that the total area of Palestine is 27,027 kilometers square. Again, unique number. Everything that has to do with Palestine is unique. But I thought people are just going to scroll. And I'm like, you know what, let me put it on a shirt or like a design and throw it out. A number by itself wouldn't have made sense. And that's where I put the Palestinian map. And as you can see, the Palestinian map is with barbed wires. And you might ask, why do you have any barbed wires? What connects it? And I will say, this is Palestine. Besieged, it's occupied, it's oppressed. You're in your country, you have no rights. You have no eligibility to do whatever you want. You can't even leave freely. There's checkpoints, oppression everywhere. Because whenever there's occupation, there's no freedom, there's no peace. And that's just the significance of what inspired me to come up with this design.
Very informative. I can personally say that I did not know this fact until you brought it to my attention. Moving to the back, again, with the barbed wire, extremely powerful with the hands. Explain why you went with this image.
Palestine is besieged, but in specific to Gaza, from the north to the south, to the east, to the west, even the beach side, you're in an open-air prison. You're in a limited space. You can't move anywhere. You can't leave freely. The majority of people of Gaza, actually, they never left Gaza before. And when I was in Gaza in the war, when I went from the north to the south, the Philadelphia border, which is to the Egyptian side, it was just barbed wires and walls and everything. And most of the people, when I went there, they had their hands on the wall, looking with desperation to leave, not because they want to leave the land, because they want to feel freedom. They want to see what the outer world looks like. And the blood is, of course, the blooding of the people that have died, the people fighting for freedom with dignity, because they don't want to just leave, surrendering or just leaving for the sake of finding the world and leaving their land. But they fight, they're full of blood, they're full of so much in them, but still there's so much lovely to check out the outer world.
Again, very powerful, very eye-catching. But one of my favorite elements from the design itself is the phrase, it was called Palestine, it will always be called Palestine. Why did you choose this phrase?
So as Palestinians, we don't want to put out with our ego, but we do say that we are the past, present, and the future. And in the past, before there was no occupation, it was called Palestine. And even way before, it was just called Ard Canaan. But it was called Palestine, and it will always be called Palestine, and that's what everyone should know. And we even say it in Arabic, كانت تسمى فلسطين وستبقى تسمى فلسطين. And it comes from the way the occupation wanted to put their presence, even the capital of Palestine, Jerusalem. I wanted to add it in this design, but it would have been way too much details on it. And I wanted to form out that the capital of Palestine is Jerusalem, because they tried to switch it and make it the history of occupying state. And I really want to make it informative for people to understand that it's all Palestine and it will always be called Palestine.
There you have it, 27027. It's informative, it's artistic, it's purposeful. Stay tuned for a lot more. Peace.